Hi everybody, my name's Mary Dethridge, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. You might know me as Stamps and Lingers if you've seen my YouTube, or you may know me as the crazy lady who sings almost every time she makes a card. I will attempt to not do that. For today, I am going to show you how to make a bay window card. It's kind of fun. It opens like so, and it'll fold down flat, and it will go in a normal A2, which is a medium envelope. But when your recipient gets it, they can just tuck that little tab in, and you can see the shape that it makes. So it looks like a bay window. All right, it's super, super easy. This one's a Halloween theme, but obviously you can decorate it however you like. So let's get started. What we're going to do is start with a piece of 4 1/4 by 11-inch cardstock. This happens to be pumpkin pie. And I'm going to use a score tool. You can use whatever kind you like. This happens to be Stampin' Up! And along the long side, I am going to score at 1/4 inch, 1 1/2 inch, 3 1/4 inch, 4 1/2, and then again at 5 1/2. All right, so that was 1/4, 1 1/2, 3 1/4, 4 1/2, and 5 1/2. And then that's all we're going to need our score tool for. When you get ready to fold this, you're going to fold all of the first 1, 2, 3, 4 folds in the same direction, and then this little 1/4 inch fold goes the opposite direction. It is actually the tab here. Okay, so you can see everything folds the same direction, and then this one pops the other way so that you can tuck it under the end panel. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll just start here, and when you're making fun folds, it's really, even more important than perhaps usually, it's important that you make sure that your folds are straight. So remember, it's just cardstock. You might get a crooked score when you do your score lines, so take the time to straighten everything up, all right? So we'll just go along and score or fold each of those score lines, give it a little burnish. You can see that was starting to get a little crookedy there. So I'm fixing it. Fix it early, so you don't have to have a problem later. All right, and here's the last one that's going this direction, like so. And then this one, just take your time with it. You want to go the other direction, okay? So everything so far, let's call those all mountain folds. Your final fold, we'll call it a valley, just so that you can see that it is opposite. And that wants to do its little weirdness. So take your time with this one. It's kind of persnickety because it's hard. It's always harder to fold a little bit of fold than it is to fold a bigger bit of fold. Okay, but there you can see that is actually, well, I folded it the wrong direction. After all of that talk, I folded it the wrong direction. Okay, we'll go the other way. Don't be like me. Do it the right way the first time. Okay, so now you can see it's going to go like this. All right, now if any of you have ever made a book fold, this little part will look very familiar. What you're going to do is on this very first small panel, so you've got your large back and then your first small panel, you're just going to use some adhesive. And my favorite is liquid glue. It gives you a little bit of wiggle room, gives you a little extra time, and it just holds like crazy. Okay, so we're just going to fold that down and adhere the front to the back. So you can see if you didn't have all of these folds, you'd have a normal side fold or book fold card. Okay, but because we did the extra folding, you've got your bay window starting up. Okay, so let me just pull some things. I've done a little bit of adhering to get started because I know y'all know how to adhere stuff, so I'm not going to make you see all of that. This one goes on the end. You can tell because it has a panel that is the same color as my back, as my card base, okay? So you can see that's just going to kind of disappear. And that actually is the panel that is you might even call it like an easel stop. It's very much like an easel stop. It's popped up on dimensionals, and it holds your bay window in place, okay? So everything else is just going to be adhered with liquid glue. Little tip, if you're using a designer paper, this happens to be the new Them Bones DSP from the new mini catalog from Stampin' Up. If you have a directional design like this one, try to think that through as you glue it down I'm not going to say I've ever glued something down upside down, but I totally have. But I like bats that fly upright, my personal self. So we're just going to go ahead and do all of these panels with some more liquid glue. Aren't you glad I pre-matted everything? I've got one of my favorite color combos here. I have pumpkin pie for the back, and then all of my mats are Cajun Craze, and those match perfectly with the colors in my DSP. These are great cards. They're super easy, but they don't always look like they're super easy, so that makes it really fun for your recipients because they think you are a rock star. All right. Maybe you could do these for Christmas or for a birthday. Really, almost any occasion would do. This one is for Halloween. All right, so there's our last little bay window panel adhered, and you can see it starting to come together. Now for this one we're going to put up on some dimensionals. So what I want you to think about when you're doing this is where you place your dimensionals. This is going to adhere right at the end of the back panel, and you want room for this piece to tuck under. Okay, so we're going to arrange our dimensionals along the right side. Okay, so the right side on the back, which would actually be this side. I hope that made sense. If not, just rewind it and take a look and you'll see what I'm doing here. Normally, I would put my dimensionals also along this edge, but what I'm going to do is keep them against the side and then just a couple here in the center. But there's still plenty of room here for that tab to tuck under. All right, now we'll take off these dimensional covers, and all we're going to do is adhere this to that back panel, and we're going to line, see, I want to make sure I've got my uppy down. We're going to align the top and the edges, okay? There's the top and the edge. And then the bottom, obviously, because it's the same size as the card base. And if it doesn't get on perfectly the first time, it does happen, I know, it's hard to believe. Fix it, just fix it. It's just paper. Okay, there we go. Now, you can just slide that right under there, and you have a perfect bay window card. All right, now I'm going to do, this is the end of the bay window demo, but let me show you how I've decorated it in case. I've just got a small piece of basic white that I've matted on Cajun Craze, and I did a little bit of stamping using the new Bag of Bones stamp set. This one's really fun because you can make all sorts of little skeleton people. And I didn't even need the dies on this. This is all stamping all the time. And you can see how fun that is. No bones about it. You're a sweet friend. Now, for the front, here is what I used. I used my new deckled circles. And the only thing you need to pay attention to is you don't want whatever decoration you use to extend much past about the edge of these two panels, okay? It just is going to make it a little more unwieldy if you do that. So this one, this is actually about 3 inches wide. So that's kind of a good place to start. But if you want to use something larger, you sure can. And you're going to see in just 1 second that my sentiment is going to extend past there. So that's no problem. You see my little French skeleton. I'm just going to take a little bit of liquid glue and kind of eyeball the center of the panel. And he's going to go right there just like that. And let him dry for just a second. Now, on a small piece, I've got a couple of Stylish Shapes labels die cut here. And I've got Bonjour, get it? And that's just in black on pumpkin pie. And then I made a larger label in Cajun Craze. And I'm going to adhere that right about here on my panel. So you can see I'm extending past the center panel, but I'm still within the confines of my bay window. So everything is still kind of symmetrical. All right, now I'm going to put a little bit of liquid glue right here. And I've made a a bow out of some black baker's twine, and I used 2 lengths of twine and tied the bow. And I'm just going to adhere that right there. You could use a glue dot if you prefer, but I find the liquid glue is a little less dimensional, so it's got a little less bump to it. All right, but you do need to give it a second to dry. So I'm going to set that aside. And then, I don't know if you know this tip. These are classic matte dots, and I wanted some orange ones. So I used my dark pumpkin pie blend, and I colored a few ahead of time. They do take a few seconds to dry, so give yourself that time. And I'm just going to adhere a couple of these to the front of the card, like so, and like so. And again, like so. And that's my card. There you have the bay window card. Fits perfectly in my envelope, which I have decorated with a rose holding skeleton arm and a little more DSP. And that, as they say in some industry somewhere, is that. I hope you've enjoyed it. All the measurements will be in the written tutorial that you'll see. And I believe there'll also be a PDF that you can print out. Not sure about that entirely, but if there is, have at it. Thanks so much, everybody. Ta.